Nigel Farage's new speech is insane. Nigel Farage is making the headlines today with his speech at a rally in London, where he has made a surprising amount of new party policies, some definitely pulling him far to the left, while others pull him far to the right. His left-leaning policies go as follows. Renationalising British Steel. This one is a pretty big shocker, as he was famously an advocate against this in the past, and also called it socialist, but it seems he's going back on this. Reversing winter fuel payment cuts, originally a policy brought in during Gordon Brown's time as Prime Minister. It seems he wants to reverse this, probably as a populist move against Labour. Another one of these is reversing the two-child benefit cap, a policy Labour already seems to be looking to make a U-turn on. Nigel has pledged to reverse one of the most controversial Labour policies. Though Farage does not support handout culture, he wishes to emphasise his support for family. However, Nigel wouldn't be Nigel without some right-wing policies. Lifting the level you pay income tax to £20,000 per year, and seemingly aiming to create a massive tax break for UK citizens. Scrapping net zero is another policy Nigel has. £2.3 million, or 92% of party funds since 2019, have come from big oil and gas investors. Saying net zero costs the Exchequer £40 billion per year may be a move by Nigel to appease to these investors and allow North Sea oil drilling in the UK. Nigel also wishes to cut back on spending locally and nationally in UK government, believing that there's too many over expenditures. One of these includes equity and inclusion, which Farage said £7 billion of taxpayer money was going towards. Also, ending asylum housing is a big policy Farage has, which does make sense since people who enter the UK legally were famously going into housing or hotels. Farage ending this will hopefully, to the average Reform voter, lead to less asylum seekers coming to the UK somehow. With 52% of Tory voters now switching to Reform, it seems all the more likely Farage will be the opposition to Labour in 2025. One final thing, Nigel Farage has called the UK-EU trade deal a slippery slope to returning to the EU, which seems kind of popular among a lot of voters. However, Farage is adamantly against this, believing it's a threat to British sovereignty and could potentially lead to us rejoining one day. Thanks for Faraging by.
I'm honoured.
My mummy says you hate foreigners.
No, little girl. No.
Quite
You're
right.
not